Hello and welcome to week number 10. I wanted to give everybody a little bit of encouragement. We're over halfway through this semester. Um, After spring break, there was kind of a drop off in the participation. I didn't see a lot of uh, submissions for the workshop. I mean, there's like three quarters, but we're missing a quarter, and that's a big quarter. This is almost running down the backstretch. If you fall behind at this point, it gets very difficult to catch back up. So please remember, even if you missed posting into the um, workshop, you can still post in the workshop and get some points, and that's better than no points. So please stay up on this, even if you don't get the peer reviews. This week, we are moving into different forms of argumentation. But before we do that, we have essay number two, the thing we workshopped last week. It's going to be due. So we're turning that in this week. Then we have OER, find the good argument. This is from Damn Good Argument. We get into arguments in the media, kind of the false dichotomies that they set up. We get into some classical forms, inductive, Aristotelian appeals. We've talked about that quite a bit. Um, and then we also get into the Tolman model of argumentation. And this is important. There are some rhetoricians who are going to point at this and say, this is the way people should argue. This is the way we're going to refer to things in terminology. And I don't necessarily like it like that. I don't like it like that. But I do think there is some importance to studying it and kind of identifying what those major components are. When somebody starts talking about, oh, well, I don't have a very good warrant, you want to know what they're talking about. They say, well, you need to work on your qualifiers. You need to know what they're talking about. So we do need to practice this a little bit. This is something that we are going to work with this week, but it's not something that I base my entire course around. So you will be working with your essay number two and putting it into a Tolman argumentation model. So look forward to that assignment. Then we have the OER Aristotelian and Rogerian argumentation. I think Rogerian is much more up my alley. Rogerian's basically the idea that I can't convince you 100% to do something, at least I can kind of move you in the direction. If I can't say, hey, we should all be vegan, and you go, I'm not being vegan. I say, hey, we should all eat less meat. How about that? Can we just eat less meat? Maybe meatless Mondays, we can do that. So it's just kind of looking for a softer pull in the direction that I'm arguing. So we have an arguments in the media assignment. We're going to set the Wayback Machine to look at Jon Stewart destroying Tucker Carlson's career on CNN. And there's an assignment on that. And then we have the Tolman model of argumentation that we're going to apply to your essay number two. So it looks like there's a lot of instructions here. There's not. Basically, what you're doing is you're taking the Tolman model of argumentation as discussed in the OER, and you're applying it specifically to the essay that you just submitted. So we're going to break it down and kind of examine it. All right. And that should be it. Is that it? Yes, that is it. That is our week 10. We are only going to week 16, so we are trucking down the highway heading towards our destination. So thanks a lot. If you have any questions, please reach out, drop by the office hour, or send me an email. Thanks.